Alright. Good evening, everybody. Alright, we're back in Mostario, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the March 7 event. We've been sitting around on this for long enough. So yeah, go. Let's see what's up with this.
All remains as it did yesterday.
March 7 and March 7.
All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Thank you so much, Masters! Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius. Just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
The best way to take
Talking
down your
about,
enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yun Li has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yan Qing, or me?
Who do I want to defeat? Her? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10!
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersia.
I think 5 is the
I
limit.
have no idea what you're talking about.
That's how it works in the game.
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be immersia about sword masters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersion and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a sword master too.
See?
It doesn't matter. Everyone has their own preferences.
Becoming a sword master who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the immersia show their respect.
Play along?
Play along with her. Yeah.
Let's
She's
just stop
enthusiastic.
wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training.
Oh, that works too, you know, pick the boba.
Yeah! Alright, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
But you don't like boba? You don't like boba, Yensing? Well, everybody likes boba. That's not true. I don't like boba. I've never been a bubble tea kind of guy.
This place is so warm.
It works for me. I save my money
That's
and
a hefty batch
my diet.
there.
Wheeltide Springs.
I heard that little Yenching.
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right?
You.
Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou? How fantastic! Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it! Are you trying to scam honest folks? And that name, the Sleepless Earl, it's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says, Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Let's just give him a good beating.
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is. Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me.
Your ancestor. World champion of Yestra Express.
I'm the sword champion.
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled out from.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yenching, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are ya?
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're nothing unsafe. I can sell you an IPC mech.
Ha! As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs!
Yeah, mechs are only good for show.
Looks like you guys are totally clueless.
No, we've beat one up before.
Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
Are you seriously going to attack us?
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Street Fighter is banned.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault. Well, I can overlook the terrible team, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run. With so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge. Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them. Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet? So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Only 15 days? All right. Fine.
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by. Oh, and if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
And if I win?
Then you'll bark like a
I'll
dog?
become your apprentice?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Wow.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke. And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
Wow. They just changed barking to squealing. This must be a different story. That is happened before.
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a bet.
Peach Blossoms and Divine Sword descend. I'm still worried about the owner. Let's go check on her.
Ugh. Those IPC guys just want to pick on an easy target so they can promote their scrap metal. So typical.
Xianzhou and IPC signed a trade agreement, so those IPC people won't dare to cause any trouble. But, I mean, a bet like this is quite unexpected.
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. Oh, I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
Oh, I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please, come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
I don't think she's giving it any thought at all.
Come on, how could I possibly lose?
You're right. It seems she really hasn't considered anything. I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly.
3 teachers and 1 apprentice. Do I get paid?
Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly? Masters, Miss Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
Alright, so here's where we get into the fun parts, I guess. Where we do the funny leveling. How overpowered can we make March 7? That is the question.
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've gotta become a sword master by then.
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yun Li.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
No worries. I've found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems. Because I trust you. Even if my masters have doubts, they'll trust your judgment.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please, go ahead, Master Yun Li.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail...
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
Hey! You are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero! I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me!
Then keep that fire burning, and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Miss Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training?
Friends on the road bring twists of fate.
Twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? But I wonder what kind of unexpected twists I'll encounter.
Bump into a lonely ghost.
It'd be pretty awesome if that actually happened. That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
I just picked a random one. Okay. Planned swordplay sessions. What are we doing here? Oh, we can just buffer. Okay. Practice exactly what you need. Okay. So one odd at a time. See, so we need to raise strength. 59. With acuity. Alright, a lot of strength training in order to get our way up there. A bit disgruntled, which will reduce the efficiency of the next training session. So we don't want to overtax her, I guess. Well, no matter what we do though. Yeah, it's always going to be. We have to arrange 4 sessions for her. She's going to be a bit disgruntled either way, so let's just go with it. She's getting into it. Keep honoring those words. Do you even know what they mean? Absolutely not! I'm holding nothing at all. What was that just now? It's me, Wolf, you're lying. Funny. Funny, you song it 5 times as you repeat. Funny. Hang in there. No! Not a third one! No!
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Training consume loot, yeah. Yeah, got it. Excursion. And then we need, we need more strength. We got this. Okay, we'll take it a bit easier today.
Let's do this!
Oh, we can speed it up. I don't know if I trust March to smash. Martial challenge to send the balance last control.
What do you
Oh, I
recommend?
Short training montage.
Hmm?
Are you serious about it before then?
I learned so much today. Oh, well done.
Okay. That gets us to the required strength for sure. No, not quite. We're working our way up.
That's enough training for today.
Alright, there we go. We've hit the requirements.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Yep, so... oh, we can unlock this one. Got it, so we have to work our way up to here. Well, I'm sure we can eventually unlock everything regardless. We need to start raising our tenacity. We've hit the strength requirement. We've used tenacity. Sword anecdote.
How should I go about this?
We've already got a mood list, we've already got a mood thing there, so let's raise our tenacity.
Huh? I learned so much today. Well done, me.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
That's boxing? But close enough, I guess.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it.
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight. Even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huyan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Save the stamina for later.
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
Must be completed by March 7 alone. Tie battle will proceed automatically, no system team is as well. Okay, I see.
Another new move under my belt.
You
I
can
gotta
raise
find
that
time
one.
to try it out.
Yeah, okay, so it's literally just a stat. It's just a stat tree. Skill tree.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Yeah.
making sword noises. Outstanding. Okay, I'm doing good.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me.
Congratulations.
I
I'll feed her
couldn't
ego
have done
for
it
a bit.
without my masters and you, Miss Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yun Li, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Yun Li's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know.
Maybe you stand a chance if you use your bow.
Wait, are you saying my swordplay still isn't good enough?
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby, but now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yun Li? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Oh, don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Thank you, Master Yenqing.
So, have you found any information about her?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Okay. Get back into training. Yeah, we're working our way up to this one, so I guess we focus on... We're gonna need a lot of strength for that. Little tenacity and a wrestling.
Let's do this! That's enough training for today.
There we go, a little cyclist. Oh, long time no see, Stella Miss March. Oh, hurry up and save possess Miss March! Hang in there, Miss March, I'll get the talisman out right now! Don't worry, Ho-Ho, I'm not possessed, she's just pulling your leg. It's been a while, what are you doing? I'm taking a break at Starscape Haven, just watching the Starscape sail one by one. It's really relaxing. Being a 10-Lord commission judge is pretty stressful too, I bet. Too? Have you run into something that's weighing heavily on your mind this much? I started picking up the intro sword plays, so there's been some academic stress and social stress. I think I get the gist of it. It's not easy trying to master a smooth swordplay in such a short time. No wonder Miss March is stressed out. I know some evil warding swordplays, so you need some help. You can't even hold your sword steady. Don't you think you're overestimating your skills? Sure, I can hold it steady, but I'm better than you. You don't even have hands. Oh, the timid friar's got a sharp tongue. If you were in the war dance ring and I possessed him, you'd have to try really hard to loosen that breath to see with his fine foresight. Plus, the Ting is really powerful. You sure you aren't just blowing smoke, Mr. Tail? As long as I possess someone of extraordinary caliber and absorb the closest memories and emotions, I can master the exact same technique. Isn't that the fastest way to do it if you want to learn the brat swordplay? No, I won't undo the seed. I guess the desire to help your friend is only worth this much, eh? Thank you both for looking out for me, Stella. I wonder what you think about this shortcut. Time is tight. It's a good idea to borrow a safe now. There are no shortcuts when it comes to learning. That's our tutor for you. Just spot on. Mr. Tail leaves me, I'll be left with nothing. That goes against the fundamentals of swordplay training. You also think it's a bad idea, right, Miss March? Bah, and here I was trying to be nice. Even if you wanted it, that wouldn't help you now. Ah, Madam Honey just sent over a zombie case. Looks like break time's over. We'll talk again, Miss March. Catch you later. Ho scuttles off in a hurry. To give it some thought, I think there's something to be gleaned from Mr. Tail's suggestion. When I see Ho again, I should ask for advice from both her and Mr. Tail. Ask advice. Oh, this is the text. Yeah, a little bit of bug. Yeah, let's keep going up the strength. Strength 3. Three of those and raise the level. Discuss Ho and March 7th. I have heard that you desire superior swordplay, and I have come forth to impart it to you. This ancient tomb swordplay of mine requires the two people's house to join us one. So Ho and his March 7th have those words unproven and trustworthy.
What do you recommend?
Use the Lunar Umber Gold to subdue it, quickly! I can get the... I need to read some of the other stats anyway, so...
Today.
Alright, so what we'll do here is... Tenacity, Excursion, Strength. Yep, the maximum, that way.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
Ah, it's Stella and Miss March 7 too. Ho, why do you look so dazed? We found two zombies near Fitzgerald Garden recently. Well, zombie may not be the right word. The victims had no Heliobus traces on them, and all this external injuries, but they kept repeating some strange behavior. How interesting. It's March 7th, please don't patronize me. That could only mean that it's a cyber zombie. Not everything must suddenly make sense just because you tacked the word cyber in front of it. The first is still alive, so it's not very nice to call them a zombie. It's like when you and Stell formed the ghost hunting squad. Let's analyze this together. Next up, let's have President Spud Warhol introduce the case. Okay, something might quickly be put our brains together. First victim is the Warden's combat registry. Their muscles so rigid when they were discovered, their arms were stretched out in front of them, and they were muttering all sorts of exercise rhymes. The second victim is also Warden's combat registrar. He's a former Cloud Knight proficient in spear. He was discovered practicing pole vaulting with his spear. The victims have something in common, they're both Warden's contestants. It appears the culprit is rigidly choosing Warden's contestants as their targets. March 7, you're a participant too. So, I'll be your next target then? You should give the analysis a rest first and let us finish talking. Besides the fact they were participants, they also had a similar characteristics. They're both fools who went to Fitzgerald Garden to poke around after reading the messages and resolve this goes to grow. These victims believed that Fitzgerald Garden's eventual gloom would temper their skills and decided to train them before their matches started. Some attempt to harness the worldly energies of software. Who's to believe this mumbo-jumbo in this day and age? Finally, these two were shooed home by the Ten Lords Commission, Spiritfarer on duty, Uncle Q. It started acting funny the following. Mystery solved. Uncle Q is the murderer. He's a member of our staff. I think I've seen a similar story in the Sancho Immersion. Does his uncle had two disciples and one of them got bitten by a zombie and the other got charmed by a female ghost? Uncle Tew has no disciples. Kept on an immersion addiction and touched some grass. But since you want to join the Wardens, you must be careful. Don't forget to contact me if anything happens. Good luck, Ho-Ho. Hope we catch the culprit and close the case soon. Bye. Funny. The Heliobus targets Warden's pretenders of progress. Now, how we try lucky fix regarding when we got time? Or we can come home. So it's available as an escape. Nice. Raises the stat.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
We need to keep raising our strength. So strength. Make my paranormal.
I'll fight 10.
Also, the I'll fight 10 is it's a reference to Ip Man, I'm pretty sure, the movie. 我要打10个 Conquer hollering if it's forgotten.
How should I go about this? Huh?
This might be possessed by Heliobus. Okay, stats are going on.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves. Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arunelli?
You got it! I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
There are so many references to Kung Fu movies.
Good example.
In this one.
Do you know how to do the drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
It's this robot.
Treasure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this? Yeah. Oh, I get it. Treasure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this? Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah.
Easy.
Phew. That was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like You've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement. It seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Miss Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise?
Okay, I'll feed her ego a little bit.
I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
It'll be a
General
bit nicer
Jing
to
Yuan
her.
once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinifin into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%? Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle.
Yeah, those who usually boast they'd win usually end up losing. They really like referencing the nah, I'd win, don't they?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Nah, I'd win, get voted.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Yeah!
The progress report on the nameless girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
What do I pay you for? Huh?
Waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC, the honor of the Ember Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
He sounds so done. Alright. Let's keep planning this.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Yeah, we're still working our way up towards this one, so I guess continue to focus on strength. But we've already hit the tenacity requirement, so what we can do is strength, and then let's raise something else. And mood and strength.
I'll fight 10.
我要打10个。That's such a basic fixture god.
What do you recommend?
Operate the side crane and look over the entire maze. That didn't go over so well.
I learned so much today.
Okay,
Well,
yep.
wonder what I'll run into today.
Raising a couple of levels here and there. Spreading out. Arrive in the middle of the night. Gilbert is focused specifically on attacking Warden's contestants, expecting it can counter an undesired guest. Whoa, this is amazing. There's spiritual light gushing out of your crown. There's a physical martial prodigy at such a young age. Your master dreams will only appear once in a century. You should stop lavishing your praises on March so much you might actually believe me. What do you mean, huh? I'm a born martial genius. As long as you let me attach onto you, your core meridians will be instantly activated, allowing you to attain a century's worth of effort in no time. You trade a warden to be a cakewalk. Heh, trying to appeal to my competitive spirit? No can do. Stop cowering the shadows and show yourself. Fine, you got me. Honestly though, master of all the martial arts across all schools. Let me touch your head and I'll be able to impart all my skills to you and build up enough. At what price? That is opposed to becoming a zombie and sputtering gibberish, is it? Forget it, I'm not learning any of that. You don't want to? I'm afraid it's not up to you. I give my lessons free of charge. You have no choice but to learn them. Our martial never could see before his darkness. Countless martial arts with myriad unarmed styles all surging into her mind. Unfortunately though, not a single move is related to swordplay. Ah! Fear not, Miss March, here I come. I was almost too late. Thank goodness you were here, Horford. Has that overly enthusiastic Helios been subdued? Yes, I've subdued the vagrant Helios with Umbro. I suddenly can move my arms and legs. I'll apply a talisman on you and then you have good rest. Sometime later. I think I got to the bottom of the zombie retreat. This Helios preyed on the competitive will of contender and channel all its martial mantras into their minds. How to raise your arms and legs, how to move your body, infinite information surging into your mind non-stop. But pity we're not like Helios, but such a massive magnitude of information will only overload our minds and render us immobile. Body can keep up with the mind. I'm pretty sure this is another Jujutsu Kaisen reference. Well, it was just for a short time I felt I could see everything, hear everything, but I couldn't do a single thing. So this is what it means when the body can keep up with the mind. Now that you've recovered, I should be getting back to see the syllabus. What me too. Goodbye, Ho-Ho. We're having fun with this little side event. We're training March to be a Kung Fu master. I was thinking about spending some time with Ho-Ho today, but she's got something. Let's chat again next time. It's training being possessed by Helios now. Let's go grab some please. Ooh, great. 3 days to the sword. Yeah, I think we can hit our strength target pretty easily at this point.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
So we keep buffing tenacity, we'll unlock more stuff too. So, tenacity, city stroll, tenacity.
That's enough training for today.
Effects on hunts. Let's go for activity. Yeah.
All swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know.
Then throwing some strength. We should be able to hit the target with this. Spirit summoning game. Using superstition. Doing what she wants.
How should I go about this?
The strength to move mountains. Miss March, are you alright?
Wonder what I'll run into today.
The Ten Lords Commission has sealed away that Helios is always eager to act as a future. He won't be harming anyone anymore. The Warden's participants who fell to his antics are slowly recovering their senses. It's all thanks to you and Stout that this mini Helios by wars have been felled. Thanks to you too, Orphan. No wonder you're a Ten Lords Commission judge. You have something you wish to say last time. It's about when Mr. Tail said that the memories of sword were practically channeled into me. I have to admit that I was a teeniest bit tempted, just a tiny bit. My idea's pretty decent, eh? I wanted to have Mr. Tail help me out then to at least learn a move or two, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. No one can withstand the temptation of a shortcut. That's not really true. I mean, I still resisted it in the end. If I hadn't run into the healers, I would have understood the sheer distance between my knowledge and the mastery of swordplay. That's not a shortcut to learning swordplay at all. I very much agree with Miss March on this. Though I've heard of a much milder and safer method for the Garden's messengers that they can shove non-existent sword demons to your mind. In that case, would you still refuse? I might still have to decline. I think I have to put my own thought into it and experience it myself to eventually turn Master Yen Xing's sword and Master Yunji's sword into March 7th sword. You make a good point there, girlie. My journey was nothing more than a copy and paste project, never even surpassed the two masters. You need to be best in philosophical pearls of wisdom. There should be an opportunity new heights of my swordplay, alright? Sprouting passages from the self-help book makes you all enlightened now. If you really think you're all that, you should be training even harder on your swordplay. I've got a block of free time after attending to these matters. Let's watch stuff. If you need help picking on Scott, come see me anytime. Mr. Tail and I will definitely help you out. Sure, thanks for all this news, Mr. Tail. Now guaranteed to provide rare assistance. Each action additionally increases strength and necessity, but no. Alright, so yeah, that definitely gets us to where we need it.
Let's do this! That's enough training for today. I need time to...
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott. He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
You're graduating already, March?
I'm surprised too.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yenqing.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But, Master Yenqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now!
The final test. I'm
Okay.
a little nervous.
Well,
Come on, March 7th.
let's unlock
You got
this,
this.
and this, and yeah, we should be good to go.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Come get me!
Trick master again.
Now watch this. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
You're all in on it! I'm just warming up.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Cut through the ranks!
definitely turning down the damage so that March can survive. I feel great right now. I want to take on 10 opponents. 要打10个. Keep saying that.
Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh! Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC mechs, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword, and there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott.
Defeat him fair and square with the sword. Maybe there's another method we can use. Fair and square, I guess.
Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Sanjo swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yan Qing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Oh, yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
Alright then. Let's see how this goes.
Well, well. If it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious, why pick Arum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that.
So this is a place you've lost a bet and barked like a dog, after all.
I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again. They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time? They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Alroom Alley to restore his honor.
He's just looking for his lost
They'll
honor.
see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you!
Are you even seeking revenge on the right person?
Right person? No. I want to enact revenge on the entirety of Alroom Alley.
But then, wait, where does bullying the owner of the Sleepless Earl fit in with all of this?
Ah! Shut up! Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Alroom Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry? I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Alroom Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me!
You should reclaim your dignity in a more respectable way.
Instead of resorting to such despicable methods.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk. Let's get down to business, boys.
Huh. Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of.
way she did it.
Ah! You pathetic losers! How did you all lose to that rookie?
Hey, stop blaming others! Didn't you lose to me too?
So, does that mean I have to? No way! This can't be happening! How could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's mechs? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count! I demand a rematch!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it!
Actually, I respect that you're willing to honor the bet.
I'll respect you too, if you keep your word.
Enough! Fine. I've done this before anyway. I apologize. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble, making a scene on purpose.
Stay silent, hinting at him.
Hey, remember what you said? What about squealing like a pig?
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
Oh boy.
It's happening all over again. All right, but before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink! Oink! Oink, oink! Oink!
Wow, he's going in. Rip. Salute is concluded. So yeah, I guess we can keep raising. Complete endings. Oh. Multiple endings.
Someone stopped me on the road earlier. They said I was a 1 in a million super talented martial arts genius.
I see. So there's just one way that this route is done. Well, we can continue raising the levels and keep getting more stuff, I guess. But I see. So, what if we worked with Ting Tre instead? Alright, let's see how this goes.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
I see. It resets our stats, but it keeps our Sword Art Ascension. Okay. Oh, and also our some of this stuff is great stuff. Okay. I guess we're going down this path instead now. Yeah, tenacity, mostly tenacity.
I'll fight 10. I learned so much today. Well done, me. Wonder what I'll run into today.
Is that you, Ting Tre? I don't think I've ever seen you taking your work seriously before. They seem to have greatly misunderstood me. I have you know that I've always taken my job extremely seriously. I just happen to slack off for a few hours every now and then. I here at the Divination Commission to see the Master Diviner. Here to see you, of course. To see me, let me be clear, we'll happily chat, but if you come to me with work, out of the question. You really do understand me. Wait, you're not planning on kicking back and drinking taro with bubble tea while you watch Diviners work ourselves to the bone, are you? Then you make some ridiculous social media posts about this being just another day of the intro lawful or something, right? You've gotten the wrong idea, Miss Sintra. I came to the Divination Commission repository in search of an ultimate sword technique. Looking for a sword technique? I don't know what you mean. I don't know a thing about sword fighting, but if it's a book you're after, I could be of some assistance. Counting on you. Hold on, you know the rules. Master Diviner has gone to the Utres Yancho to meet with General Yao Guang face to face. However, she has already pre-planned our daily workflow for the entire next month and started planning for every scenario. I said that wasn't bad enough. You know the Alchemy Commission's new Cauldron Master, don't you? As soon as she started her position, she waved her hand and ordered that the Forbidden Books confiscated from the Disciple Center's Medicus to be brought to the Divination Commission repository for sealing. Before I knew it, I was absolutely buried in work. I get the feeling that all these jobs have something to do with books. That's right, our smart little Miss March has already figured it out, I see. You have come to the Divination Commission in search of a book, and I'm in the process of organizing books here. Isn't that just perfect? It's almost as if I'm getting I mean, it'll be the best partners the council has ever seen. You get paid to work, we don't. As if I could make our visitor work for me. You two will be here on an undercover visit to experience the daily life of the Divination Commission. Stella, let's go. We can ask another diviner. Wait, of course I will not just take advantage of you like that. Rest assured that if you come and help me arrange these books, you will be given permission to look at all the volumes covered by the Divination Commission. There. If you happen to come across a book recording secret sword techniques, there's a win for you as well. Well, when you put it like that, there's no time to waste. Wait, let's leave it here for now. It's time for me to finish work. But it doesn't matter if the Master Diviner is here or not, we cannot have rumors about the Divination Commission using exploited labor getting out. Next time, remember to find me during work hours. She must be going to place less, OJ. Let's come and check out the Divination Commission again another time. Now she's now giving an assist effect. The effect is lost after coming excursion. Okay.
What do you recommend?
Refuse to buy and save 100%. Yeah, we have a mood thing queued up already anyway, so let's try this one. It's one sad name for sword music. We do need to raise strength as well.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Some pre-deadline attitude. There we go.
Did I really just learn that? Today.
Raised stats a little bit. Let's see. The Divination Commission repository holds many sold copies of Primitive Regular and Cloud Knight martial arts techniques covering all sorts of topics. March 7 browsed the materials intently and after a long period of searching found something that could be of some use. Let me see what we found there. Look at this. Demon Biting Blade Technique. It looks like some of this book is missing, but it's clearly some kind of super powerful secret text. Take a look at what it says at the beginning of this Demon Binding Blade Technique. Does it say something like, if you wish to master this art, you must use your blade to take your own life? It does. What does that mean? It means that if you want to learn this school of swordsmanship, you have to harm your own body, otherwise learning this type of sword skill will cause you harm. In other words, it's like work. As long as you're involved in it, it will harm your body. I feel like the scroll writer has bad intentions. Not necessarily. But what about this 99 Yang incantation? Well, I've heard about that one. Just from the name you can tell that this is the pinnacle of the Yang technique. Using the grunts to use an amazing muscle development. The height shoots to 8 feet, their waist also grows to 8 feet, and their arm circumference does too. No one can withstand a single blow from such a powerful physique. So are you still human after you master this? This is martial arts. All that matters is subduing the enemy and taking victory. Who cares if you're still human-shaped afterward? Naturally, all the powerful techniques come with a cost. I first wanted to ask, who is it that sets these costs? The majority of the incomplete texts in the repository are failed examples of martial research and development. Not only do they require combinations of forbidden potions like those found in the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, some of them even require all sorts of dangerous weapons. Of course, the martial research of our ancestors is always making progress. Look at this note here. It is possible to master the 99 Yang incantation with still maintaining the human form. It's possible. I want to see what this master has to say. I have indeed discovered a fascinating method. Unfortunately, I do not have enough space left in this paper and it will not fit. Then why write it in the first place? What a con! Looks like finding a suitable ultimate sword technique for me is not going to be easy. It is clear to me that you wish to subdue your enemies and take victory, yet you are scared to take on the risk of mastering a martial art. If you ask me, I don't think you absolutely have to accept these risks. After all, most people will only fight to win an argument, and one thing that requires a huge cost. The heroes of immersion, all these stories always rely on only on intense training and great skills to defeat their enemies. Then their stories end happily ever after. Since when was reality ever that simple? Is that not realistic? Vengeance, grievances, ambition. Humans have many complicated emotions. Do you really think that in the real world, things in the real world are as simple as I defeat you, you defeat me? If fighting could resolve everything, there would be nowhere near as many worries in the real world. Reality is so complicated. I am a diviner after all. I have never believed that winning a battle means that a problem is solved. It's getting late. Let's leave it here for today. It's time to clock out. Good work, you two. Let's see if we can find someone to join us for a game of change. Looks like we meet no progress again today. Let's have another look next time where I did finish information. The trick of procrastination. Mode is over 80, stats experience from training are increased to 30%. Ooh. Alright, in that case, we start with an excursion. Full of vitality, which means the efficacy of the next one. Raise tenacity, another excursion, and raise tenacity.
How should I go about this?
Tincture is indisposed at the moment. You can tell me about it.
Okie dokie.
Today, you'll face your first test.
I think the dialogue's the same.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another new move under my belt.
Okay.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, yes! Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, yes! Awesome!
Okay.
Looks like I passed the test.
Moving on. Part 2. Massive jumps in tenacity.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
Oh, but isn't the little sparrow's two little assistants? What are you doing here, Master Linkshot? Previously learned from Chief Alchemist Yulor that many forbidden texts were lost during the Ambrosial Arbor disaster, and it took a lot of work to recover them. The Alchemy Commission is not an organization that should be used to store forbidden texts, so I came to discuss with the Master Diviner. And then these forbidden texts became my job. They are remarkable texts that never should have existed in this world. Not only do they contain madness and fear, they also hold blessings and power. They sound like the ultimate sword techniques that we were talking about earlier. I'm not the kind to let others do all the work. I have caused you a lot of trouble, little sparrow. Let me help you with the organizing. Wow, thank you, Master Linkshot. If I had known you were such a kind leader, I've chosen to go to the Alchemy Commission over the Divination Commission any day. Oh, I will have to report that to the Master Diviner. No, please don't. Let's just get these books sorted and we can all play a nice game of Jade together. Passed out in the corner repository. Oh no, Master Linkshot, please take a look at what's happened to March 7th. The Scrum must have accidentally opened one of the forbidden texts. Chingcho, you close the book and I will prepare an incense to bring her to her senses. I'll handle the forbidden text for now. Grunted Miss Marcha. She has slipped into an illusion caused by the forbidden text. You have to try and call her back with your voice. You lift the unconscious March 7th to a seated position. Her lips are moving slightly as if she's trying to say something. So you close your eyes and listen closely to what she is saying. There. March. This blade is now my tomb. The blade demon remains here alone. March, that never happened to you. Thousands of years, they pass like a dream. Before we know it, we pass on. When do you start spouting wisdom like that? Hey, I see you finally awakened, March. I'm so sorry, I should not have been so careless and let you come into contact with such dangerous objects. I'm fine, thank you all for your concern. That book was called The Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll. I can see why you'd be curious, Miss March. In that book, I was a Blade Demon, and the Blade Demon was me. I once stabbed and wounded an honorable man in battle and could not escape my kill. I both thirsted for more martial arts knowledge and found trapped in my great sword skill. Finally, I sat meditating before the Blade Tomb before dying a tragic and miserable death. That seems like a long story, but something that only took about half an hour. Although, when I got to the end of the book, it feels like the story is only half finished, so I was wondering if I could read it again. Miss March, this book is extremely dangerous. I understand. Miss March, please do not dwell on the book story for now. Head back home and just focus on getting it organized. Then the next time you come to the Divination Commission, we can discuss it again, okay? Okay. Right, once you're all recovered, I will get to the bottom of this. Usually these are like mini stories. That's cool. Quiet quitting is what it's called. I can keep taking this one, I guess.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome now.
Showing a bit of strength as well.
Let's do this! What do you recommend?
Don't worry about the cost. The Divination Commission has money. Can't back right now.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Okay, let's see. Need more strength. Acuity training. Yeah, I guess we'll raise some of our other stats as well.
I'll fight 10. How should I go about this?
Find a science fiction novel and steal the Star Knot. It's more difficult than meeting a wealthy woman. It's the Star Knot.
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your...
Yep.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
So we should be able to get quite a bit more stuff leveled up with this. Okay, let's go.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Yes!
Alright, thanks for dropping by.
Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Yes! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Yes!
Okie doke. Little bit more.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Let's see. We need a couple more tabs anyway before we can get that, so let's raise strength, excursion, finesse.
I learned so much today.
Okay, yeah, we've already hit the requirement. Miss March, can you tell me why it is that you want to read the Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll again? I originally just wanted to find a powerful sword technique and master an ultimate skill, but after I read the Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll, how should I put it? I want to help him. I want to help the Blade Demon in the book. I don't know right now. The Blade Demon we'd wanted to take his life was split in two. The first half he was a nobody, but he lived happily. But in the second half, he had mastered earth-shattering skill yet was racked with anxiety and miserableness. Quite a common story. He left his martial arts mastery these pages waiting for a fated person to come along and pick it up. I just can't help but feel like he wants me to do something. Ah, so it is your intention to rescue this story that was abandoned in the pages of a book, young lady. Interesting. I can assist you, but first you must tell me what it is that you intend to do, or I shall not agree. Go back inside that moment. If I could do that, I wouldn't be standing here. Why is it that the Blade Demon was able to become such a master and yet never attain the satisfaction of a happy life? Miss March, you remember the emerger stories that we talked about before, don't you? These stories are always a combination of blessings and tragedy, using happiness in later life to make up for misfortune that was experienced previously. It's like adding a positive to a negative to return to zero. However, we all know that beliefs like this are just blind optimism. Right, even if the Blade Demon was able to master an ultimate technique, that will not change the fact that he regrets what he did in the past. I can be a bit of a Philistine sometimes. Though I sometimes long for the life of the hero, I always think to myself, maybe I'm more suited to a life that isn't fraught of danger where I'm constantly surviving by the skin of my teeth. I think a story of living a complete yet unremarkable life is far more appealing to me than cutting someone's arm off and mastering a perfect sword technique before the Blade Demon. Maybe that is what the Blade Demon wanted too. As the person in the book, the story is already written and cannot be changed. Fortunately, this is not destiny, it's just a book. Actually, the author has no power over the order in which the reader reads their book. Miss March, I know where the second half of this book is. Try reading the second half of the book from the ending to the beginning instead. Such a sly and half-baked solution. Master Lingsha, this is how I can rescue your story. Interesting, let's give it a try. Reading the forbidden text from the end of the story. The story of a great master gradually giving up his ultimate. The forbidden text changed. Xingqiu's convoluted theory was a success. That's exactly the ending that the Blade Demon... No, I mean the regular mortal wanted. Oh, it's nothing special. It just means that the Blade Demon was a Philistine like myself. Unfortunately, I lost all the skills I learned with the sword scroll. I was reading it backwards. I didn't learn anything. Miss March, you read the book from start to finish, then from finish to start. You did gain something. You gained the story. At least now I understand that blindly pursuing power doesn't necessarily work for my character. Power is everything! The repository is organized beautifully. I must thank you. If there's anything you need in the future, please just let me know. You actually have something. I'll tell you again, I don't know anything about sword fighting. Don't worry, Miss Xingqiu. With that twisted logic to yours, I know you would help me. Okay, so I think that's the end of that. Now we just, raise our levels. Strength. Excursion.
Let's do this!
Self-criticism.
What do you recommend?
This paycheck's gonna take a hit.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Stacks. Activity. Rest.
What? Did I really just learn that?
Yeah, we just need to get a couple more ascensions and then we'll be good.
I'll fight 10! Another new move under find time to try it out.
Ultimate move has been unlocked. Let's see what else we can unlock. 500 for that, 500 for that. Okay, it's all 350 and 500. We can get that, so strength. And 500 strength. Oh, that works.
How should I go about this? What the? That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Before we start the test,
Final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this.
Yeah, we should be good. And I guess we can also pick the other option. See how it goes from there.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What? Yes! Awesome!
Come get me!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What? Yes! Oh, I get it!
I failed!
not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on...
Alright, so yeah, here's the other option. We can pick the other option and see what happens there.
Let's do it! I already have an idea!
We also have to loop back
I
around
remember
and see
Yan
what
Qing
Paul
once
does.
said, there are many ways to defeat villains. Do you feel any closer to...
Yes, absolutely! The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, we talked to Tincture.
I'm going up against Scott soon. Do you know why I'm visiting you, Qingchua?
Yeah, with you, me, and her here, the answer is pretty obvious.
We're here to play Celestial Jade.
Yeah, you just have pre-fight jitters, March. Let's play a couple of rounds to help you relax.
Wait a minute. I've been playing with you a lot lately, right? I've actually picked up a few insights. For example, I've been thinking lately that just defeating Scott with my swords might not be enough.
You thinking?
Yeah? You don't really think I'm dumb, do you? Well, here's the thing. Even if Scott apologizes, do you think he'd actually feel sorry for what he did?
Nah, it's more he's just honoring a bet. Whether it's apologizing or squealing like a pig, I doubt he'd do it willingly.
Exactly! He just wants to show off, which is why he picked Arum Alley as the venue.
You're right. Even though I'm not a fan, I'll help you figure something out.
Why don't you fill her in on what happened at Arum Alley earlier?
If being a workaholic were a disease, Scott would be in the ICU. It's okay to enjoy your work, but causing trouble in society is another story.
I don't have suggestions, only an opinion. And that is, he's a hopeless workaholic. Come on, March. Let's go find him.
I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th. And who do we have here with you?
Before you start the fight, I have a few words for you.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Is it like a Xianzhou thing to just show up uninvited?
It's okay if you don't know who I am. Introduce me to him.
This is the CEO of Dynasty Co.
Yeah, you're welcome to check out my credentials in the Divination Commission.
Heh, what's so special about being a diviner from the Divination Commission? I'm a specialist at the Interastral Peace Corporation. Tell me, what makes you think you're so great? Do you have more minions than me? Or do you earn more credits?
You may not be young, but your mindset is still that of a fresh-faced newbie who spends all their time on work while proudly proclaiming to love their job.
You! Shut up, you!
In my opinion, you enjoy playing the role of a joker, spouting off outrageous opinions just to seem objective and indifferent whenever you feel like it.
Enough! Shut up! What do you know about me? Don't act like you know everything!
Wow, you really got under Scott's skin with just a few words.
Well, you almost got me. I'm here to have a duel, not to debate with you.
I guess not. Eagle sounds about right. That's the spirit. Strike while the iron is hot.
I'm an expert negotiator. Oh, well, we're we're fighting him in negotiation instead? Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do you consider the IPC to be your family?
Of course I do! I have so many amazing colleagues there. Have you seen our structure? The talent motivation department makes everything feel even better than family.
You mentioned the perks provided by the Pie in the Sky department. What exactly did they hook you up with?
Now you're asking the right person. We're talking getting paid to play with pets, remote work across the cosmos, and regular interstellar trips. You wouldn't believe it.
Okay, that's not
That's not the right thing to say. I heard even the lowest ranking Pierpoint folks feel proud of the IPC's success and wealth.
Of course it has something to do with me.
Then tell me, which of the IPC's achievements can you personally take credit for?
I was involved in the Alroom Alley investment project. And right now, I'm in charge of these transport ships. They may not seem like big things, but they can't be done without me.
I'm gonna go back to the previous one.
Hey.
Eh?
Think about it. You consider the IPC your
That was
family. But does the IPC consider you a family member? You love the IPC. But does the IPC love you back?
Does the IPC love me? The IPC is not a person. It doesn't have to love me at all.
Then the IPC isn't your family. Stop lying to yourself. I heard even the lowest ranking Pierpoint folks feel proud of the IPC's success and wealth. But when you really think about it, how much does the IPC's success and wealth have to do with you?
Of course it has something to do with
now
me.
for this one.
Then tell me, which of the IPC's achievements can you...
I was involved in the Alroom Alley investment project. And right now, I'm in charge of these transport ships. They may not seem like big things.
I am going to double.
If you have something to say, just say it. Why are you staring at me like that?
Funny thing is, our room alley has actually been doing better since you left. As for those transport ships, do you really think no one else can handle it?
I just got unlucky with that project. If the IPC had listened to me, it would have been a massive success. And the shipping and transportation stuff, it's just impossible without me.
I've heard that the IPC's annual turnover is even higher than the total population of the capital of Passion. Even without you, they'd find other Scots to get the job done.
Do you find it hard to fall asleep without scrolling through your phone? Do you hit the snooze button every morning? Do you feel useless at work hearing your bosses complaining about your incompetence?
Enough! Stop it!
When you actually think about your life outside of work, only one word pops into your head, doesn't it?
Overtime!
Please, just stop it! Please!
You know, based on my work philosophy, I don't want to say you're not important. In fact, I'd say you are important. As an employee, you should take pride in living a good life for yourself, not just work.
But I don't have a life of my own.
Wow, he's getting destroyed. Remain silent. Just remain silent. You're silent, your eyes betray your sadness. The heat of the sympathy in your case could hatch a chick.
Come on, just say something. Don't make me feel so miserable about myself.
But you are miserable because you don't have a life of your own.
We're gonna emotionally destroy him before we even get to the fight.
You consider yourself superior to others. You have no time for your own life. You lack empathy. You're always worried about being looked down upon. And your self-esteem stems from the status the IPC gives you. Do you really want to live like this forever?
That's so mean! Just an ordinary person struggling, trying to survive. Don't you feel a twinge of guilt saying nasty stuff like that?
Of course I do. Because I'm just an ordinary person too. Now, Scott, welcome back to the world of ordinary people. Mungming, the owner of the Sleepless Earl, went to great efforts to set up her shop. Also that workers like us can catch a break and find some joy in our lives. What makes you so different from her? How would you feel if you worked so hard to create something, only to have your boss wreck it and overwhelm you with unreasonable demands?
We were intending to defeat you in a duel and make you apologize to her. But now we see that won't work.
I see. I'll make a genuine, heartfelt apology to her. Enough. I understand. We don't need to carry on with this sword fight. I'm going to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl, and to everyone fully living their lives. Thank you, guys. I almost went too far, which would have been a mistake. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. I'll have some tea, read the paper, explore the universe. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to apologize to the owner. Thanks. You've given me a lot to think about. As for this lousy job at the IPC, well, it's time for some serious contemplation. Catch you later.
Well, I guess we're letting him off the hook this time.
I'm so tired. Haven't felt this exhausted in ages. You guys better treat me to something nice, March.
Of course! Thank you, Master Chingchua.
Master. Okay, so that's that one. Cool.
I kinda want a milk tea.
So there's 2 more routes.
Let's go get one after training.
But I think what we'll do is we'll do the other routes on the next session, as well as maybe some companion quests. But for now, before we head off, let's take a look at the other option with Horford.
Not bad.
I want to see what happens to the Horford
Now,
route.
I'd love to hear your suggestions. Let's do it. I already have an idea.
I remember Yanqing once said, do you feel any closer to be...
Yes, absolutely.
Alright,
Blossoms
Horford,
and Divine Sword descend.
what's your idea?
You two, we heard that Scott sent you a challenge, so we were wondering if there's anything we can do to help you defeat him. Thanks, Wawa. You've already been a huge help by teaching me how to use the exercising tools. Even though I've only been learning swordplay for a short time, I'm confident I can take down the IPC mechs. Don't mention it. It's actually me who should be thanking you, March.
But seriously, didn't she kick Scott's butt already? So why is she back again? Don't humans ever learn from their mistakes?
No, Mr. Tail. There's a saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. But Scott hardly has any patience. He couldn't resist the temptation to get back at us. Still, if that's how I beat him, it'd be a little less satisfying. Actually, I have no idea.
I get it. Some people never learn, no matter how many times you knock them down. They'll never admit defeat or learn anything.
So, how do we get him to admit defeat?
Listen, kid, I'm not trying to rag on you, but you're always playing into Scott's hands with your approach. He set up these rules for a fight between his mechs and your sword, and you agreed. Then he laid out what to do if you win or lose, and you agreed again. It's basically just another one of Scott's organized sports events, and it's not even fun if you win.
That's fair. Rules are made to be broken.
Hey, cut it out, kid. Just leave the cool catchphrases to me.
That's my cool catchphrase.
I'm a heliobus, and I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Just remove my seal. Just possessing him won't be enough. I'm gonna get inside his head. Just wait and see. I'll make Scott change his mind and admit defeat wholeheartedly. What do you say?
Persona
Oh,
5.
you're awesome, Mr. Tail.
I guess we're doing this.
Well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it.
We're here to fight. What's wrong with you people? Sending me a threatening letter? Who are you trying to scare?
A threatening letter? What are you even talking about?
Oh, stop playing dumb. Didn't you slip this into my pocket?
Mr. Scott, a great sinner of
It really-
arrogance and
It really is
insolence.
Persona 5.
You have have inflicted your twisted lust for power upon that innocent shop owner and insulted the extraordinary art of Xianzhou swordplay.
This is just an extended Persona 5
We
joke.
have decided to make you confess all your crimes in person. The time for change is now. Your twisted desires will be stripped away by us.
You could have been invited
Writing
to
is
Smash.
terrible. I wouldn't have understood it if you hadn't just read it to me.
What the heck did you just say?
Hey, who said that?
No one said anything. You must have imagined it.
Well, enough for chit-chat. March 7th, I'm going to make you bark. I didn't even see her draw her sword. Time seemed to freeze, and all I saw was a flash of green fire. In an instant, I remembered staring out at the sea as a child, glimpsing a faint green light through
Extended
the thick
Persona
fog,
5 joke.
which turned out to be the home of that girl, Rakshmi. Seriously, who lights a green lantern in their house? Those guys must be nuts. Why am I suddenly remembering these things? Is my life flashing before my eyes? Am I dead?
Looks like this is Scott's mind. I'd better find where his most twisted desires are lurking.
Oh, one of these. We're actually gonna find out more about Scott. That's funny.
Scott, get your butt over here.
This guy looks just like his old man. Humans spend decades trying to heal their childhood traumas, and Scott might be no different.
What's with all the yelling on the weekend, Dad? We're sleeping.
Sleeping? How many times do I have to tell you? Do credits sleep? Does the free market sleep? Does the invisible hand sleep? Forget it, we'll discuss this later. Pafana's parents came by earlier. They heard about Pafana breaking his leg while playing Skydart, and they found out that you carried him to the hospital. So they decided to visit the father of their son's best friend.
So, Scott was kind-hearted as a kid.
You idiot! Aren't you and Pafana competing for the captain position on the Skydart team? Why are you befriending your own rival? And you even carried him to the hospital? You're such a caring guy, aren't you? Lyndon Scott, how many times have I told you that our Scott family crest is the Lone Wolf, and our family motto is no enemies, no friends, only prey. Would you carry your prey to the hospital?
Well, little Scott was pretty unfortunate to be born into such a family.
But, Dad, I broke his leg on purpose. If I hadn't taken him to the hospital, others would have suspected me.
Wait, what?
What a twist! He's actually just an asshole.
So that's how it is. Oh, gee. I'm so sorry, Scott. I shouldn't have scolded you. I apologize.
It's okay, Dad, because you're the best.
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems his most twisted desires aren't here.
Never mind, he's just a dick. He's been a dick this whole time. Okay. Funny. Alright, what's up here?
Scott Sr., you're suspected of accepting a huge bribe. Now come with us.
Ah, the old guy got caught!
I knew this day would eventually come. I only have one question, Captain.
It was his son, wasn't it?
Who sold me out?
Because he's a dick.
An internal tip-off. We're not allowed to disclose any details.
An internal tip-off. Most of those involved have neither the motive nor the evidence. Who could it be?
It was me, Dad. I turned you in.
You? Scott? You're the one who turned me in?
Oh, man! This guy is heartless! The old guy looks like he's about to cry!
I'm so proud of you.
Proud?
Dad.
Use me as a stepping stone to reach greater heights. Lyndon Scott, you are the pride of the Scott family. A true lone wolf. And your dad is so proud of you.
This is really funny.
I'll do as you've taught me, Father.
Jeez, this guy is simply hopeless. His most twisted desires aren't here at all.
This is very funny. Yeah, all the endings are actually really funny. Ending 1, we actually take him up on his Kung Fu challenge and we humiliate him and he has to squeal like a pig. Ending 2, we perform Persona 5 to find out his backstory and turns out that he's just a complete asshole. Ending 3, we debate him in Ace Attorney style and completely emotionally destroy him. This event's funny.
Hey, Scott, my best buddy. I'm getting transferred to the Tartarian. Let's grab a drink after work.
This guy actually has friends? Maybe I can find something here that'll make him change his ways.
The Tartarian? That's the frontier fortification vessel, isn't it? You haven't slipped up at work lately, have you?
So it was you who meddled and got me transferred, right? No one else on our team has the skill to pull something like this off.
Come on! Why am I not surprised at all?
It couldn't be helped. Your position was so desirable, I had to make a move.
It's not just about the position, is it? There's also Rakshmi. No one will ever compete with you for her again.
Rakshmi? Glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog. Could it be that Rakshmi is the love of Scott's life?
Or it should be something else.
Please, promise me that you'll treat her well.
Of course, Ashavat. Go to the Tartarian without worries. I'll take care of her while you're away.
Seems like his most twisted desires are not here either.
And before he's just trying to marry into power too.
How long have we known each other, Scott?
Wait, it's an Telegram.
Around 7 or 8 years? Why?
We've been working together for so long, and I just realized our hometowns are so close to each other. Talk about a coincidence.
Yeah, we never get a chance to talk about this stuff at the office.
Oh, I didn't realize Scott was actually a scumbag with a pure heart.
Is he though?
All these years, there's something I've been keeping to myself. Too afraid to tell you.
You like me, don't you?
Why are you being so blunt?
Oh, well done, Scott. I like your straightforward style.
Yeah. I want to be your girlfriend, Scott.
Gotcha, Scott. Ooh, I found your weakness.
Gotcha! Gotcha off guard!
Wait, what?
I recorded everything! You know office romances are strictly forbidden in our department. Once I make this recording public, you'll never be able to compete with me for the specialist position.
What an asshole.
What the?
Well... Alright. That's exactly what I love about you, Scott.
What?
What the heck?
I'll step aside for
More
you.
twists and turns than
When the day comes
the
that
Grand
I surpass
Canyon.
you in the same manner, I hope you'll acknowledge my intentions.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm a lone wolf, remember?
Oh, he's such a jerk! that a wolf? Wait. No, that must be Scott himself. The crown behind him must be his most twisted desire.
Take your heart.
Oh, finally, I found the depths of your hopeless soul. I'll strip away your twisted desires.
Who are you? This is my place. How did you get in here?
I can come and go as I please. Do I need your permission? Let me tell you something. In your quest to reach the top, you've trampled over everything that's decent.
It's all about success. I'm the pride of the Scott family, a certified lone wolf. I'll do whatever it takes to reach the pinnacle of life.
But are you truly happy? You've sacrificed your family, your friends, and your love. All for those meaningless credits. Ask yourself, are you truly happy?
Am I happy? Am I truly happy? Oh, I'm so happy! I'm ecstatic! You couldn't even begin to imagine how happy I am! Sacrificing my emotions? Ha! What a joke! What good do my emotions do me? Can they turn into a delicious meal or a glass of wine? Can they pilot a starship? Or buy me a mansion? So, answer me this. Do you think anyone would pay credits for my emotions? No way! But I can trade my credits for emotions. With enough credits, I can make anyone my friend.
Oh, this man is truly hopeless. Maybe I need to try a different approach this time.
But I'm not about to spend my hard-earned credits on something as pointless as emotions. I'm a lone wolf.
Well, this is
a lone wolf from the
It's
Scott
good to
family.
know that he's just
No
ontologically an
enemies or
asshole,
friends.
so we can
Only
make fun of him.
prey.
Bring it on, Scott the Lone Wolf. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Feeling spiffy?
Blood cleansing dragon. Rise!
Here you go, Master!
Is he a furry? Because you's a furry now. My persona is a wolf.
Break!
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Specialist Scott! Specialist Scott! What's the matter?
Oh.
Specialist Scott, March 7th swung her sword, and something green entered your body. Then you froze and started muttering something. Are you okay?
Hey! March 7th! What did you do to Specialist Scott?
Me? I didn't do anything. Seriously. Mr. Tail, what did you do to Scott?
You didn't drain all of his emotions, did you?
Come on, what are you thinking? I just stripped away his most twisted desire. Watch what's about to happen.
Oh, Scott seems weird. Did you really make him change his ways, Mr. Tail?
Well, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm not sure how things will turn out.
Didn't
You
mention.
managed to make a guy like him turn over a new leaf. You're amazing, Mr. Tail.
I'm even more amazing than you think. Look, it's kicking in now.
No, he's gone full furry mode.
Scott, what's wrong with you?
He's wooing, chat. Oh no, he's wooing. There's no hope for him anymore.
Specialist Scott, snap out of it!
What have you done to him, Mr. Tail?
No AWU penalty.
I removed his twisted desires, and now he's genuinely trying to become a lone wolf.
This is what you call changing his
What would you
ways.
call it then? Even a feral wolf is better than what he was, right?
Don't fight me, Specialist Scott!
He's barking like a dog, that's for sure.
Your life! Specialist Scott has gone insane!
Funny.
I thought Mr. Tail would possess me and teach me some super cool Heliobus swordplay.
Nah, I told you, I'm not really one for violence.
Funny ending. Also, wow, his girlfriend was a robot. He was going for the robusty. Okay, well, Heart Snatcher. Aha, Persona 5 jokes. Okay, I've got 2 more, but you know, it'll take a bit of time. It'll take a bit of time to get to that, so
remember to say lots of nice things.
we'll get back to it. We can come back we'll come back in the next session. We'll do the other pops then. Since they have big voice sections at the end of each ending. Yeah. So, yep, a little bit more to this event. We'll come back when we feel like it, and yeah, it's quite at that for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around soon. Peace.